Good morning. My name is Chris Gothier. I'm the director of the Survive Live House. We're here today to honor Alysia Leach after her heroic actions on January 3rd, 2011, when she ushered her 6 brothers and sisters out of her house, and when she was alerted that there was a fire around the dryer in the house. I'd like to welcome Mayor Tom Barrett, Superintendent Thornton, Alderman Donovan, Fire Chief Mark Rohlfing, and all of our distinguished guests who have come to address Alysia's heroic actions. Today's program is so important. Today's program is so important because fire safety is a very important thing to everybody in the city of Milwaukee. We've even brought some of our firefighters here to visit with all you kids today. So we'd like to welcome them here today too. So with no further ado, I'd like to introduce the Mayor of Milwaukee, Tom Barrett.
Well, good morning, boys and girls. It's nice to be here, and it's very, very exciting for me as mayor to be able to be here to honor one of our wonderful students right here at U.S. Grant School. And I want to tell you a little story. Before you were born, but not that long ago for some of our adults, we had a serious problem in our city. And the problem was we had fires, many fires, and we had a lot of people dying in the city. And in fact, if you go to 1987, which was before all of you were born, but for those of us who are adults, we remember this. 1987, we had 35 people who died in fires in the city of Milwaukee. And 18 of those people who died were children. And so we knew that we had a serious problem because it was just too many people who were getting hurt and dying in fires. And so that's when the city decided that it would create the Survive Alive House. And that's a place where all 2nd graders and 5th graders from the Milwaukee Public Schools go to visit. And you get to learn what to do if there's a fire. And you learn some very, very important rules about stop, drop, and roll, and getting out of a house and making sure that you're getting away from a dangerous situation. And what we've learned from that is if we teach children how to deal with fires, that we will have fewer fire deaths. And in fact, that program, which started in 1992, again, before all of you were born, has been so successful that last year, 2010, we had the lowest number of deaths, of fire deaths, in the recorded history of the city of Milwaukee. So just in that 23-year period, which again seems like a long time to you, but we were able to go from 35 deaths down to, I think, was it 2 or 3? 3 deaths. Still 3 deaths too many, but that'll show you how effective this program has been. And we're here today to honor one of your schoolmates, Alysia Leach, who really stepped up when the fire occurred in early January. And she was very brave and acted very, very quickly. And I know that the city of Milwaukee and I as mayor are very, very proud of her, but all of you should be very proud of her as well, the work she did to help save her brothers and sisters. And so we have a plaque that Alysia, if you could come up, we have a plaque for you. And I'll read some of it. Whereas Alysia Leach, a 4th grader at U.S. Grant, was alerted to a laundry room fire by one of her younger siblings, and upon discovering the fire, she rounded up her brothers and sisters and quickly ushered them to safety. And she alerted 5 people in the downstairs unit of the fire. And her mother, Michelle McGee, was very relieved to find that her children were able to get out of the residence, and she called her daughter my hero. That's what your mom called you, which is very cool. And I think all of us call you our hero when she learned of your quick thinking. So I want to give you this, and I think I give you this as well. I hope I do. There's some goodies in here as well. But I want to thank you on behalf of all the citizens of the city of Milwaukee for your bravery, and let you know how proud we are and so how happy we are of everything you learned at the Survive Alive House. So let's give her a real good round of applause. Thank you. You can sit down again. Thank you.
Alysia is our superhero today. and we're very, very proud of her. But we're also very proud of you. So Principal Wilchillis, we certainly, we commend you for the work that you're doing here. Teachers, I would be remiss if I didn't thank my teachers, because I know she didn't drive down to the Survive Alive house by herself. We basically got her there. To all our students, what a great thing going on here at Graham. To Alderman Donovan, thank you for being here. To the Chief, I certainly commend you for your commitment. And Mayor Barrett, I think you need to be commended as well on creating the conditions of providing this type of support to young people. It doesn't happen in every city, and I'm proud to say that I'm here in Milwaukee and it's happening because of these two gentlemen. So let's give our firefighters a big round of applause. They are truly, truly our best friends and our neighbors. I'll tell you a quick story. When I was little, I told the Chief I wanted to be a fireman. Anybody here want to be a fireman? All right, we got a bunch of firefighters. The Chief and I were talking about potentially a cadet program. I think you have some candidates right here. But when I was little, I wanted to be a fireman. You know why I wanted to be a fireman? Because they help people. They truly, truly help all of us. And Alysia basically had the benefit of attending the Survive Alive house. She learned a lot of good things. Her mom and dad are here. Let's give mom and dad a nice round of applause. So on behalf of the entire Board of Education, Dr. Grace Thompson's here, who is our regional executive. We come to say congratulations, Alysia. Great job. We're proud of you. And mom and dad, thank you so much for the rearing of a fine young lady. Thank you. Grant Street, keep up the good work, okay?
Hey, good morning, Grant Street School. How are you today, huh? It is a great privilege to once again be with you. I have come to Grant Street School on many occasions for a lot of good things, and boy, I tell you, this is one of the best. I want to personally thank Alysia for her leadership, for her example. Each and every one of you can look up to her as an example of keeping a cool head when the going gets tough, and doing the right thing. I certainly want to thank the Milwaukee Fire Department for their ongoing efforts to reduce those fatalities. Let's have a big round of applause for the Fire Department. And I need to acknowledge, and the mayor touched on it, the insight, the foresight of our leaders years ago in the city of Milwaukee who founded the Survive Alive House. Let's not forget them. Great job. I'm looking forward to coming back again and again for good news at Grant Street School. A lot of good things are in the works, so keep up the good work, all of you. Big thanks to our teachers as well. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. First thing I have to say is congratulations to Alayia. Great job. Great job. I want her to know that every firefighter in the city of Milwaukee is very proud of her. Very proud of what she did to help her family and that family downstairs, too. You know what, as firefighters, we do a lot of things. You know, we go to fires when it's cold, and we help people when they have emergencies, when they fall down and get hurt, and we train, and we just do a lot of stuff every day. But there's nothing more important than what we do at the Survive Alive House. When you come there as second graders and fifth graders, so we can teach you about how to be safe in a fire, how to prevent fire, and the drills you go through, there's nothing more important. And the reason it's so important is there's nothing as bad as someone who gets injured or burned in a fire, or someone who dies in a fire. We just hate when that happens. So, What do you suppose the really, really cool thing about Survive Alive House is? What? Well, let's just say the really cool thing is what you learn actually works. And why do you think it works? I'll tell you, let me tell you why it works. I'd call on you, but you'd have to come up here and talk into this big microphone. It works because you guys listen. And you listen and you learn and you take home that stuff. And children like Alysia take those lessons home that we teach. And what's really cool is every Milwaukee Public School 2nd or 5th grader gets to go to the Survive Alive House. And what you guys do when you leave the Survive Alive House is you become teachers. You take the lessons home to your families and your mom and dad, and you let them know how important your smoke detectors are and your meeting places and know your address. And it's important to tell the firemen when they show up everything you know. So I just want to tell you that not only am I proud of Alysia, I'm proud of her because she listened and she learned and she wasn't afraid. That night when she found out there was smoke in the house, she wasn't afraid. She did exactly what they taught her at the Survive Alive House. And I know that all of you who go to the Survive Alive House can do the same thing, Alysia. If, and we hope not, and we pray not, that there would be a fire at your house or somewhere you would be at, someplace you'd be at. So what I want to thank Alysia, and I want to thank everybody for going to the Survive Alive House, for Dr. Thornton to let you go to the Survive Alive House, to listen and learn, and going home and teaching your mom and dad and your sisters and brothers how important fire safety is and what you need to do. So if one of those bad fires happens, you can all show up outside of the house and let the firemen know so they can quickly do their job. So thank you everybody for being here, and let's give Alysia one more round of applause.
All right, just in closing this morning, one of the great things that's taking place right now is, regardless of the day, whether it's the students, the parents, our teachers, our staff, I walk out of here proud of you guys every day. And today I get to share that pride with all of our guests. So can we give our guests a round of applause, please? Thank you for coming. Thank you for being a good audience. And that concludes our program for this morning. Thank you.